Hey, this is Marcus Martinez from MbodyStrength.com, and today I have a few tips on how to increase your snatch numbers and how to lift heavier kettlebells, so how to snatch heavier kettlebells. So I have 5 tips for you. Okay, so for the first tip I have is finger strength. Now, grip strength is very important, wrist strength, forearm strength, but specifically finger strength, because what I do is when I bring the bell down, it doesn't hit anything in between. It goes from my palm straight into my fingers. So when you're lifting a heavier bell, at the end of this video I'm going to do 100 snatches in under 4 minutes with 32K. I'm not going to ever hit that middle kind of part where you're going to get all the calluses and pinch the skin. It goes straight to the fingers. So what I like to do are a few different things. The first is plate pinch, the hub pinch. Second is upside down kettlebell holds, where I like to just hold them for time. The third are fingertip push-ups. And the fourth is just hangs, good old-fashioned hangs from a pull-up bar. Better yet, a ledge where you are only using your fingers. You want to practice these things over time, and eventually you'll have the finger strength, have the grip strength to be able to just keep going with those snatches and not have to put it down, not get fatigued, and not drop the bell. And the best part is you won't need any chalk. So when you develop that finger strength, you won't need the chalk that's going to tear up your hands, because the chalk, it just dries things. The second tip I have for you is to sit into the snatch. You don't want to drop down by squatting down. You want to drop down by letting your hips drive back, use the hamstrings, feel that stretch in the hamstrings, feel that stretch in the glutes. That's what's powering the kettlebell back up. So again, don't drop straight down, don't come down into the kettlebell, don't come down into this like a squat. You want to drive the hips back. Okay, so the third tip kind of goes in line with the second tip, and it's don't focus so much on the pull. A lot of people want to focus on that pull and using your shoulders and your arms aren't nearly as strong as your glutes, your hamstrings, and your back. Focus on the drive. When you focus on the drive now, that's going to propel the weight up, and then the pull is going to be a lot easier and a lot smoother. And especially when you get into those higher numbers, you start to get a little fatigued. You don't want to focus on that drive, because you will start to feel that in the forearm, and that will fatigue far sooner than the glutes and hamstrings. Number 4 is control your breath. This is very important. Now, there's a couple different ways you can breathe. I'm not a GSer, but I've been inspired by my GS friends to do a little bit of anatomical breathing. For this situation though, because this is more of a sprint and I'm not trying to go long distance, I'm not trying to go 10 minutes plus, I'm trying to keep this under 4 minutes, I'm going to do diaphragmatic breathing. So I'm going to hold, keep everything tight. So tip number 5 is switch at the bottom. Now I learned this one from Steve Maxwell, and it's a really cool little trick. You start at the top and you switch at the bottom. So right before it reaches its peak behind you, you want to switch hands, so guide with your other hand, drive with the other hand behind it, and as you let go, your other hand's right there to catch it, and you can go right into the swing, or right into the snatch. So you don't have to do that swing in between the 10 and 11 snatch or 19 and 20 snatch, so that way you can just keep plugging away. So again, if your goal is to do high reps, I'm obviously switching in between. This is not GS. This is not Gear Boy Sport. This is just good old-fashioned hardstyle type of training, where I'm focusing on a sprint. I'm focusing on lifting as heavy, as fast as possible, getting as many reps as possible. If you're interested in getting more information about GS, check out some reputable places. Go check out Orange Kettlebell Club. Go check out IKFF, places like that. But like I said, just for this situation, I'm focusing on how to increase my numbers with the heaviest bell possible, not for competition, just for some good old-fashioned strength and conditioning. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you 100 snatches in under 4 minutes with a 32K. Now I'm sure I'm not going to be saying anything after that, so for more information, for more free tips, check out MbodyStrength.com.